Sometimes babies get so worked up and so fussy that even though they're showing those feeding cues, they just won't latch on. Even when the nipple is in their mouth and they can taste colostrum and they're just yelling at it. It's hard for a baby to calm themselves down and organize and focus and just latch on for a feeding. So I'm going to give you some of my favorite tips and tricks to help you calm down a fussy baby. Now, first of all, my answer is always going to be skin to skin for the win. So bring your baby up to your chest, turn their face to the side so that you're never blocking their breathing. And in this way, one ear is down on your chest. And then I like to put my hand over their other ear and support their whole body. And in this way, not only are you doing skin to skin, which keeps them warm and comforted, but then you're helping your baby to focus on your body sounds, which are familiar and comforting. And by covering the outer ear, then it's decreasing the stimulation in the room, which helps them to calm down as well. Other things that I've done is if I notice that a mom is getting really tense and frustrated, then she needs to relax too. So I'll pick up the baby and step aside. And this is usually what I teach the partner how to do. Step aside, and then I'll put baby on my chest like this. So their bum is on my belly here. Their legs are just kind of tucked in. I'll bring arms in and then cover up those ears. And then the bounce and sway, just like this. Everybody has it in them. You don't even know that you have this until you hold a baby and you just do it. And then you think, oh, I'm doing the bounce and sway. So bounce and sway here. And then I also like to lock eyes with the baby and just get really tense and get yourself grounded and get yourself calm and focused so that you can help your baby, because your baby is going to notice your emotions and your energy that you're giving to them. So if you're giving them calm energy, they're going to calm down. So you do the bounce and sway and you talk to them. And my favorite phrase here is, it's okay, little one. You've done this before. You can do this again, needing feedings. And these are all true statements. So we're just affirming what's true. You can calm down. Everything is okay. You've done it before. You can do it again. And then sometimes I keep that bounce going and then pass the baby off to the mom and get them latched on. Meanwhile, she is getting her pillows in place, her arms in place, and her hand in place, hand expressing and squeezing out some milk drops so baby can smell it and taste it and get guided on. So we want your baby to get the best latch every time and high quality feeds. This is also going to help with the fussiness. I often see this on the second night with babies when they've already been working on feedings, they've been born this long, and they think, I don't want to work anymore. Just put it in my belly and let's move on. So this often happens around those cluster feedings on that second night. So if you can keep them right next to your bed, skin to skin as much as you have energy to do, good quality latch every time, good quality feedings every time. So a lot of parents think that this is when their baby is starving and that this is when they need to start doing supplement or adding bottles of formula, but that's not necessarily the case. It's often just that your baby is new here and learning a whole lot of new things really fast. And I try to bring it down to the baby's perspective. They've gone from their tiny little home that is perfect and all their needs are met, and then they're forcibly expelled into this big, loud, bright world that they don't quite know what to do with. So that's why I keep saying skin to skin for the win, because as you hold your baby skin to skin and you make their world small again, then it's comforting and then they can just soften and then they're more likely to do good quality feedings, even when they're doing those cluster feedings at night. So take care of your nipples, get the best latch every time, make sure your baby's taking quality feedings, and just notice how old they are and where they're at. This is also going to happen again, not necessarily for every baby, but often it happens with growth spurts, that then your baby will act like they're starving and they just can't calm down and then they want to eat all day long. Then notice again how old your baby is during these times when they're getting fussy, and recognize that this is your baby's way of stimulating your body to create more milk supply. So trust your baby and trust your body that they are doing what they need to fill their tummies and to build up your milk supply. So in a way, it's like putting in their order for the supply that they want later. And then the next day will be a different story. Or in a couple days, it's like all of a sudden they're in the next size up of diapers, and all of a sudden they're in the next size up of clothes. So to calm a fussy baby, skin to skin for the win, and quality frequent feedings.